And switching to scarves, you can imagine how shocking must have been for my mom. Yeah, well, I wouldn't.
Is obvious, and they should place their kumur over their bosom. So now the Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are seeing this face for the very first time, my name is Maimuna, popularly known as Black Arab. That's why my channel is Black Arab. And if you are returning to subscriber, thank you. Today's video is going to be someone telling a hijab story. Like I said, I want to start an episode on hijab story, people telling their hijab story, females telling their hijab story, and we have our first person. Yeah, so we are going to pay attention, listen to our story, and take one or two lessons from it, because it's very important, and that's why it is on this channel, for us to take one or two lessons and stuff like that. So please stay tuned. Before I play a video, I need to say some things. Before we start anything, any story, or people saying their story, their hijab story, we have to understand that hijab is part of being a Muslimah. You get? And hijab is in the Quran. And hijab does not just means putting a scarf or wearing something, a garment to cover your hair. It also means full clothing, like a loose garment. It means modesty. I'll just mention verses in the Quran that spoke about the hijab, and yeah, the hijab. So we have the first verse, that's chapter 24, Surah to Nur, that's the light. I'm so sorry. Verse 30, 31, and it starts with, I'm sorry, I'm looking at, yeah, as you can see, and it starts with, I'm saying the meaning. Say to the believing men, it starts with the men, that they should cast down their glances and guard their private parts. That's by being chaste. This is better for them. The next one is, say to the believing women that they should cast down their glances and guard their private parts by being chaste. Just listen to the next one I want to say, and not display their beauty except what is apparent, what is obvious, and they should place their kumur over their bosom. So now the tafsir of what kumur, you understand the first part, meant to lower their gaze. As I say, lower your gaze, don't look at the female, the opposite sex, for both parties. They are telling the women to lower your gaze. Now they are not saying they should guide, they should not display their beauty except that which is exposed, like which is apparent, obvious, and they should place their kumur over their bosom. What kumur means is, kumur is like a covering, like a veil. So what the kumur, let's say you are putting a scarf, it should be over your bosom. She gets kumur over your bosom. So kumur is scarf, so that means kumur is like a veil, a covering. The covering should be over, it should pass your bosom. Another verse is chapter 33, and that's Surah to Azab, and that's verse 59, and it is saying, O prophets, say to your wives, your daughters, and the women of the believers that they should let down upon themselves their jalabib. What jalabib means, you know what, loose, it means a loose garment. Jelbab, you hear people say jelbab, you hear people say kimar, is a loose garment. So now they are saying kumur over your bosom. So I want to give, I'm no scholar or whatever, but I want to give like a literal explanation of what that means. That first verse, Anur, kumur over your bosom, Azab, jalabib, that's a loose garment, have a loose garment. So that means they're trying to say hijab is not just a covering over your bosom, it is also a loose garment. So you being modest from A to Z is you in hijab. Chige. So that is it. I need to like state this before we start any story. Chige. So please, the very nice girl, she gave advice and all of that. You would think you're watching a YouTube channel. In a YouTube channel. That's it. Content that we were buying. So please, may Allah make it easy. It is not easy. I'm not trying to create this channel and say, the job is easy. People are no. I'm trying to say, okay, people are facing these struggles. This is what to do. So that's why we have advices at the end of each videos or each story, or even before the story starts. May Allah make it easy for us and guide us. Alright, Amen.
One thing about the hijab is that people define it differently and see it as a different perspective. And deep within us, we know exactly what the hijab should look like. My name is Zikra Deshoka, and I'm here to share with you my hijab story. Yes, my hijab story. For someone that was born into a Muslim family, you must be thinking, what hijab story? Yeah, I thought about it too. I had that same thoughts, like, what hijab story exactly? But then, to me, I see what happened as a blessing in disguise. Alhamdulillah, I'm really thankful to Allah. Yeah. So, there was a point in my life where I wasn't wearing hijab and I was wearing scarves. And then my mom wasn't supportive of it at all. Like, she was against it totally. But what could I have done? I mean, a young girl just wanted to live life. So, for someone that went to a secondary school that had like they were very grounded on Islamic rules. Yes, they're very grounded on Islamic rules, and I had worn a big hijab for 6 years. So imagine leaving school, coming out of that, and switching to scarves. You can imagine how shocking it must have been for my mom. Yeah, well, I wouldn't blame myself. I was just influenced, yeah, by social media and my environment meaning my university, because the school I went to, like, majority of the females there uses scarf. Few of them uses turban, yeah, because then they allowed it, and you always have to cover, and the rest of the percentage were using hijab. So there were very few, and I wouldn't say I was lost, because I still saw myself as, okay, so far I'm covering my hair, why does it matter what piece I'm using to cover my hair? I mean, they can still identify me as a Muslim anywhere. But that's not the point of the discussion, so let me not digress. So down to the incidents that made me take the decision to start wearing the hijab properly back again. So I'm short-sighted, yes, I wear glasses, and I always have to be on my glasses to see properly, except when I don't want to wear them. Yeah, I basically wear my glasses every time, except on a few occasions. So this frame that I was using then, I call it my Harry Potter frame, because it was very, very similar to Harry Potter's, except that the handle was a little different. It had a string, and I had to hook it behind my ear, yeah, so that it would sit properly on my face, like, and the handle was metal then string, and the string had like a rubber that was protecting it, so that the string wouldn't injure me, basically. Yeah. So what happened was that the rubber that was protecting that string was cutting off. I can't explain how the thing was cutting off, but I noticed that it was cutting off, leaving part of the string to be exposed. But I felt like, okay, it's not affecting the back of my ear, it's just the downside, so I didn't put too much attention to it. So on this particular day, I just finished my class and I was about to observe Zuhr. Yeah, I think they had already started the Salah, or they were just about to, but I was in a haste. I wanted to, like, meet up with the Raka and not miss anymore. or like, meet up with the first tracker. So I was about to make ablution and I was like, oh my god, I can't loosen this scarf. I just want to, make ablution, then get to the masjid right away. In the process of removing my glasses, like, I removed it forcefully because I didn't want to loosen the scarf to remove the glasses. It's not always easy because I have to unhook it first from my ear before I can easily remove it. So within that short period of time, like, that rushing of, let me just remove my glasses and, rinse my face, the string had already cut me on my right ear. It was so sharp, like, it was so painful. I was so mad that the scarf that I didn't want to loosen, I ended up losing it because I didn't have a choice. I just had to, like, loosen it to check the pain and all. It didn't bleed now, but you know how open wounds can be so painful. Yeah, it was really painful. I didn't enjoy wearing my glasses for like quite a while. So that incident made me decide to switch back to scarf. And even prior before that, I was having the feeling that this scarf that I'm using is really getting stressful. Like, I wasn't enjoying wearing the scarves. It was getting stressful, looking for pin, looking for this, loosening, tying it. It's really hard. So I don't blame those people that just use their scarf and throw it around their neck. I mean, wrapping scarf around your head is a whole lot. Yeah. So I understand. Then I just, finalized with that incident that happened. I just finalized that in my mind. Okay, I'm done with scarves. I can't continue. I just have to, switch to something that is more easier. And I'm someone that I hate stress. Anything that is stressing me out, I like to trash it off and, find something else that is comfortable. So the easy way out was wearing hijab. I mean, to be easy to remove, easy to wear back, easy to make ablution, easy to remove my glasses, and that was it. So that was what prompted me to make that decision. So I told my mom. My mom was so happy. In fact, she gave me money to buy my hijab, my first set of hijab. And I had a very good friend sew them for me. Thank you so much if you're watching this video. Mwah, mwah, I love you. Thank you so much. I mean, she's still the one sewing my hijab for me till now, and I really appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yeah. So that is basically how I switched from scarf to hijab, and alhamdulillah, I'm really happy. I'm also stepping it up. Yeah, stepping it up, bismillah. So my advice to anyone that wants to start wearing the hijab properly is that take it slow. You don't need to rush yourself. Take it slow. You have to also make the intention that you want to start wearing hijab, and you have to work towards it. You don't just say that, oh, I want to start wearing hijab, and you expect Allah to put the hijab on you like that. Nah, you have to work towards it, making the intention that yes, and striving towards it. Also, another thing that is important is praying to Allah to make it easy and beneficial for you, because you might be doing something and might not get the benefit from it. But when you pray to Allah to do something for you and grant you the goodness from it, you would find ease and you would find peace when doing it. Also, you have to make the decision to wear the hijab by yourself and not because of someone else. Because once that person is out of the picture, you wouldn't want to continue. I mean, there's a high chance of you falling back to what you were wearing before. Yeah. Or falling back to not wearing it at all. So you have to decide that, oh, I'm start wearing the hijab for myself. So that even if any bad thing happens, you know that you're not taking it off because you decided to wear it. But for yourself and for Allah, yes, that's it. So lastly, if I've said anything, or if anything you've heard in my story might have sounded like might have made you upset or gave you a feeling that you're not comfortable with, I'm really sorry, because what can hurt. Yes, so I'm really sorry, and I ask Allah to continue to guide and perfect us. I'm just here to say my own story, to drop my own piece, and I hope that it inspires someone to start wearing the hijab properly. Jazakumullah khairan. I really enjoyed filming this, even if it was stressful. Yeah, it was, trust me. I really enjoyed filming this. Jazakumullah khairan. Kumasimida. Black Arab, this is for you. Sarange. No, Sarange. Annyeong.
Kamsahamnida Vikro. Sarangeyo. Nomu sarange. Sarangeyo. Nomu sarangeyo. I love you too. Thank you for your story. And yes, it is not easy to make a video. I know it is very stressful. Sorry about that. But I'm glad you enjoyed it. And yeah, she said something. She said people, like, if she said something and you took it, maybe she said something and it hurt to you, it was not her intention. Yeah, I also want to say something about that. As she has said, it was not her intention. So we might have a situation where you feel, I don't like what she just finished saying. You can express yourself in the comment section, and we'll apologize the right way, appropriately. But it is just that we need to tell ourselves, one way or the other, we need to tell ourselves the truth, because what's the point? So I want to say something, and to just end it all with this. Whoever or whatever person hijab story you're going to hear or listen to, don't try to belittle it and say that is not a struggle. Everybody is going through a struggle. If they say that is a struggle, that is a struggle. You just need to be empathetic and be nice. Pay attention and listen. She gets. Everybody has different issue, whether big or not. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want more, let me know. If you want to be a participant, you want to tell your story, drop a comment or follow me, or like send a DM to me on Instagram at blackarab2_, or comment down below. And please, you know the next thing to do. Share this video, share it to every channel, every corners. Thank you. And turn on your post notification bell. So you get notified whenever I post any new video. Thank you, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.